This is part of the Liskeard Together project, and you can join us from the comfort of your own home with our online cooking sessions. All ingredients you will need are provided and delivered to your door every week for 6 weeks. These sessions are currently available for people in the PL14 area, currently not in paid employment. For more information, please contact ECCABI on 015 793 43693. In today's tiny kitchen session, we have got Alex from No Crap, No Wrap Liskeard.
Hi.
And he's got a lovely little shop, and it is very much worth popping in there. And what have you come in to cook today?
What I'm done today is a really simple dish that literally anybody could do. You don't need any skills, cooking skills whatsoever to do it.
Okay.
Because I don't have any cooking skills.
We'll find out later, won't we?
and this is a meal for 8 people that costs less than £8.
Brilliant.
So it's an incredible meal. It's filling, it's full of protein, full of vitamins, and just enjoyable.
So I've been in your shop before.
Yes,
We've met before, and you've got quite a selection of different types of food. To anyone that hasn't been in, there's anything that you could tell them to entice them in?
Well, if I said that we've got over 423 products in total.
That's a lot.
A lot of products.
For such a tiny
small shop.
Yeah. Okay, should we crack on with this?
The only thing in that is my nuts. I'm going to show you how you can actually create a great meal for 8 people. Thoroughly enjoyable, full of vitamins, full of nutrients, and particularly high in protein. Okay, like in everything, preparation is 80% of what we do. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be using an oven. So I'm going to prep it up to the temperature I need it to be when I start cooking. And that temperature is 200 degrees centigrade. So, the first thing we're going to do is go through the ingredients. Okay, now I've made this as simple as possible, and this is how you actually buy it from us. It is a recipe. It's all weighed out in grams. So I've already pre-made these, and I've arranged them into bags A, B, C, and D. And that's important. Okay, so in bag A, for instance, what we have are my nuts. This is a bag of mixed nuts. There's 5 different nuts in here, which are cashews, walnuts, Brazils, hazelnut, and almond. These are now going into the bowl. There is 150 grams of my crushed nuts in that bowl. So I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil. Like that. And I'm going to pour them onto the nuts and mix them in as I'm going. For this, I'm just using a basic whisk. Make sure you get the oil plenty round it, everything mixed in with it, and this is what it's going to help give flavour, but also a nice juicy texture. Well, this is an everyday nut roast, and we want those to be juicy as well. We boil the kettle, and I'm just going to pour 1 pint, which is a full jug. This is a 1 pint jug. And I'm going to pour this boiling water into here. And I'm just going to place it down there. This is bag B to you. To me, this is a bag of soya protein with some Italian seasoning. Okay, so I'm going to pour this into my nuts and give it a good mix as I'm doing it. You get an idea now of the colouring and the textures of this. So this is all your nuts being mixed in with the soya protein. The soya protein is extremely healthy. It's full of vitamin B12 and many of the super nutrients that our bodies need on a daily basis. Now, bag C, we call this the roast mix. And this is all of the lush ingredients. So in here, we've got kibbled onion. So we've mixed this then with all of the different spices. I'm now going to mix this in with the mix that we've already got and the pint of hot water. So that is what all this is here, along with the other bits and pieces of spices and herbs that we put together. So we're now going to mix all this together, make sure it's all mixed in before we put the hot water in it, and the hot water will help the protein swell. Okay, so it'll take you 5 minutes to prep this. Now we're going to put the water in. Give that a really good solid mix. So there it is. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put it into my dish. This is made from silicone. What I did this morning was I sprayed the dish with a very light olive oil, but I poured into one of the spray cans and just sprayed it around. I want it to soak into the silicone for this because then it's going to come out of the silicone as it's cooking. Okay, so now we're going to take this lush mixture of great healthy food, herbs and spices and proteins, and we're going to place it into the loaf dish. So the knack is making sure you get it all in and then packed quite tightly down. Just fill this dish nicely. It's all those ingredients, just enough to make one loaf. Make sure that's perfectly packed in. There you go. And this is going to go into the oven, and I'm going to reduce the temperature back to the 200 that I need, and there we're going to sit it for about 40 minutes. What I've done is I've just got an oven tray to sit it on so that it doesn't sag in between the ridges in the oven, because I want this to be a real nice solid piece of work for the final bit. Okay, so we're going to pop that in the oven. Ensure you wear proper protection when dealing with hot items. We're going to put it nicely in the middle of the oven there, and then I'm going to turn this down to the 200 mark where it can sit for the next 40 minutes. So we're going to take it out of the oven now. Whilst it's, wow, I don't know if you can smell that around this little kitchen here, but yep, that smells great. That's a nice, meaty, moist nut roast. But it's not finished yet, because there is one more little element that I'm going to add to it. And this is the bit of luxury that goes on the top. Those are cranberries. I'm just going to put a little bit of warm water with it. Not too much, just enough to bring out the juices a bit more. And then I'm going to fork this down so it becomes our glaze. And then put these on the top of the nut roast whilst it's still hot, so that they spread in nicely. spread it around the roast, and don't be afraid of putting some pressure on it at this stage, because it's not going to break up. Take the plate to the loaf rather than the loaf to the plate, and we do it like that. Put that on top, turn that over, gently raise that up. There is your nut roast. And there is one nice healthy slice of the healthiest meal you're going to eat this week.
We are also offering short online courses that can help you prepare for the changes in the pipeline with Universal Credit, involving saving money and living on a budget, leading on to writing your CV, and help with online job searching skills. These, we hope, will help you be ready for these changes.